Hello, I'm Harry Potter, and welcome back to 2legit with Team Montana.
And I'm Hermione Granger. This week we're going to give you the lowdown on the budget.
But first, let's send it to our Bozeman correspondent, Mary Grandy, for our weekly quickie. Mary?
Thanks, gals. This past week, the House passed bills criminalizing doctor-assisted suicide and attending dogfights. They heard bills to establish a crime lab somewhere in eastern Montana, revise term limits for legislators, and remove the term half-breed from state landmark names. They also chatted about allowing micro-distilleries to sell their product directly to liquor stores. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Mary. Now on to our hot topic.
In this week's hot topic, we're going to be giving you some blazing hot metrics.
Well, they're not as blazing as they could be.
That is true. They do have room for improvement. So let's just call them eye-opening metrics.
Definitely a better way to look at them. So let's begin. There are 150 legislators.
Okay, now guess how many of them are women?
70. 90?
Nope, 47. That's less than a third.
What? That doesn't seem right at all.
It's not. Okay, now guess how many of them are young people? Okay, I'll give you a hint. 22% of our population is under the age of 34.
So at least 22.
Nope. Only 13 young people are represented in our state legislature. And where are my young ladies at? Only 3 of those 13 are young women. Let's make sure to get the numbers of young women way the hell up in the next legislative election.
Damn right. Now we're going to serve you what we promised in this week's Budget Breakdown.
Now, it may not sound very exciting, but one of the most important tasks our legislators do is set the state budget.
Each legislative session, the legislature and the governor must come to a consensus on the state budget for the next 2 years.
So, like funding for roads and shit, right?
Definitely, but there's a lot more to it than that. Luckily, the Legislative Fiscal Division is there to help citizen legislators with all of their budgeting needs.
What is that sound? It must be, Is It in the Budget? Hello and welcome to Is It in the Budget? Today's contestants are Robert Q. Lewis and Susan Stafford. All right, contestants, let's take this wheel for a spin. Hazardous waste cleanup! Is it in the budget? Yes! That is correct! All right, round 2. Mental health services! Is it in the budget?
Yes!
Yes, that is also correct. Bridges! Is it in the budget?
Yes?
Now, that's just a real bummer because it is in the budget! All right, here we go again. Mule deer auctions! Is it in the budget?
No?
No! Wrong! It is in the budget! Susan Stafford, you're our winner! Congratulations! Woo!
So the budget really covers everything, doesn't it?
Well, not quite. They've already cut some of the really major pieces of Governor Bullock's budget, like early education and the Healthy Montana plan to expand Medicaid.
They're really taking a fundraiser to the budget Governor Bullock initially introduced.
Yep. Governor Bullock was quoted earlier this week saying, "If House Bill 2 arrives on my desk today, I will veto it."
Oh, shit! Well, I never knew the state budget could impact so much. It's really important.
That it is. Now it's time for our hot topic.
This coming Wednesday, that's tomorrow, at 8 a.m., the House Judiciary will hear a bill that would put a referendum on the ballot.
It's called the Restoration of Religious Freedoms Act, and while that may sound like a good thing, it's not.
If passed by the voters, this measure would excuse any person from any state or local law that claims it's a burden for their exercise of religion.
Freedom of religion is one of our fundamental rights. That's why it's protected by our state and federal constitutions. But that freedom doesn't give anyone the right to harm others. So call your legislator right now and tell them you think it's a bad idea.
Next week, we'll be filling you in on more details about where the money goes in our second installment of Budget Breakdown!
Remember to subscribe so you can be the first to view 2legit each week, because democracy is a Montana value.
Thank you, and good night.